Hello, hello, hello. Um, I was having a bit of a problem there. It was saying I wasn't able to connect the chat feature, so I had to restart everything really quick, and it got a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Whew. So, we did get another backer since the morning video, so I want to thank John. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, 2 days left, man. 2 days. I'm almost speechless, which is a horrible thing to be during a live stream. Oh. So let's see here. I'm gonna get the share stuff out of the way. So let me just do this real quick. What's up, Josh? Glad you can make it, man. Let's see. Yeah, so I am I don't think I talked about this on here, like on the nighttime stream. I know I talked about it yesterday during the daytime stream, but I also know that that's like a different group of people who come and hang out and whatnot. So I wanted to kind of go over she fell. Our chihuahua fell off the couch and made a big deal about it. But I wanted to kind of go over like what's going to happen if we don't make the goal. Which, unless there's any angel investors out there who want to swoop in at the end and get us up to the number, now's the time to do that. There's only 2 days left. Okay? Wink, wink. So, like, what the plan is for doing it. So, originally, yeah, she is pretty nimble. In fact, when she falls, she usually stays in the position she fell in until someone comes and, like, unfolds her or whatever. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so what the plan is... oh, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. I wanted that. The reason why the goal amount was $2,300 is because I wanted to get books that were better looking than books you could get print on demand. Okay, I've done books through CreateSpace or the KDP paperbacks. I've done books through Lulu. I've had small presses put my stuff out, and it's awesome, and I'm not saying anything bad about it, but I like if I had the option to make a book any way I wanted to make it, I would use a different paper on the inside, and I would also use different cover stocks. And one thing that most places offer is either gloss or matte finishes. And that's it. You either get a gloss or you get a matte. And the gloss I always think is too slick, and the matte isn't matte enough for what I think it should look like. So, one of the places, like the place. Are you talking to me? Oh, okay. Um, the place I was going to be going through to get the books made, they gave me options for all sorts of different kinds of paper, all different sorts, types of covers, and all this other stuff. And I also wanted the book to be at least 100 pages. And in order to do the things that I wanted to do with it, their minimum order is a certain amount. So um, that was what that was going to. Oh my gosh, it's exactly it, Josh. Like, me and Zoe, we've never been able to, like, put. It's not furry, but I know what you mean. Like, I don't know another way to describe it. It's weird. It's not sticky, sticky.
It's almost like that. It's like
It's just weird. I don't.
velvet, but without the.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I really wanted to get an uncoated cover, and then there were other little things like I was gonna get all the books pressed with the number, because the books are gonna be numbered. So, and that costs a little bit extra, but I mean, I could write that by hand. Like, that's not a big deal. So, there is another option through that company to go through a smaller quantity to get like what you want, but I haven't been able to find out if everything I want will come from that company. And then there's the shipping to get the stuff shipped to me so I could sign all the books and then send them out. So basically, all this stuff is still going to be happening. The books are still going to be purchased and printed. It's just, I guess, like flourishes that I wanted to make it look a certain way. And I was really hoping that we would be able to hit higher numbers so I could add pages to the book. But, like, obviously that's not going to happen now. But if I can get a lower quantity and up the page count, I might actually do that. To like 150 or 160 pages
No.
is the plan. So just so you guys know, my kid's in the room with pizza and shut the door so the little dog can't get to it. And the little dog is losing its flippin' mind because all it wants is that damn pizza. Yeah. So anyway, so that is the deal with the book. When this campaign finishes, there will be nothing different other than me not getting all the things I want. Like it will still be a good book that you will get. It just won't be. It probably won't have all the bells and whistles that I wanted. So, which is fine. Honestly, the this whole experience of crowdfunding a book is I'm gonna have to like seriously contemplate if I ever want to do this again, because this is really difficult. I am not super outgoing. Yeah, the audiobook will still be a thing. I gotta figure out the best way to do it. I don't know if I could just set it up through ACX, the Amazon thing, or if I'll have it up on my website, or I might make that like a Patreon thing. I haven't really decided what's going to happen with everything after everything. But yeah, it will be there for sure. So that'll be okay. But yeah, back like I'm not very good at pushing for the sale. Like, you know, ABC always be closing. Like, that's not how I do things. So I don't know if this platform and this method of putting stuff together is the best fit for me, and if it's something I ever do again, I'm gonna have to think long and hard about it, because all I've been wanting to do is put this book in people's hands. This is the longest I have ever waited to put a book out that I wrote. Usually, like, I would write something, and as soon as it was done, it was up. So having something that I basically wrote in December, and it's not technically gonna be out until like June or July because of shipping and stuff, that's like, that is such a weird thing for me. So I don't know, but it's all good. Whew. But yeah, so I was trying to drink my wine, but it is just too damn hot. So, and by ice cold, I mean not quite room temperature, because it's been sitting for a little bit. Imagine how those published people feel. Oh my gosh, I don't know how they do it. Like, I've heard of some people, like, a publisher takes their book and it doesn't come out for like 2 years. And I'm sure there's people who've waited longer. Natty is always good, cheap, and doesn't taste like crap. High five. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we're kind of a Natty family.
Yeah.
And it makes my sister want to throw up on my face, because her ex drinks it, and now her kid drinks it. So, she's not happy with me. Oh, man. But yeah, I've been looking forward to just like hanging out, maybe doing a little writing, and just kind of relaxing. And I know that sounds weird, but like today it was just so hot, and like you could relax in the heat, but it's not super relaxing. Like if there's no like what is it like reprieve, you know, like you're just like baking and
Sweating.
yeah, baking and sweating. And this one at one point, both Zoe and Shay had fallen asleep. They just went into like heat stroke comas or something. And I was sitting there trying so hard to fall asleep. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna fall asleep. Couldn't do it. And I was just like, oh, just let it cool down for crying out loud. I'm over it.
I was reading and my eyes were like swimming. I was just like, you
Well,
go
like your neck looked like it was broken. You were all like this, and like your body was all just like out straight. Oh. But yeah, I know what you mean about like when you're reading and you're super tired, and it's just like it just like kind of doesn't fog up, but everything just kind of goes, you know. When you're reading and you're falling asleep.
no, my eyes were just like
Yeah.
swollen.
Yeah.
Like focusing.
It was 48 most of the day here. I'm over the cold. Oh man.
92.
It was 92 today. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But it like was kind of still, so like it wasn't. When there's a breeze, it's fine because you just sweat and you go outside and it's hot and the wind blows on you and you're like, oh, it's kind of cool. But yeah, we lived in Big Bear, and those winters, man, I just couldn't do it. I'm like, okay, I'm so done with this. And so now we're here melting, huh, babe? Yeah. See, she's northern, and she is apparently descended from Vikings.
I want to be.
Yeah, she's a want to be. Oh man, 48. Ooh. Yeah. So, let me see here. I was thinking about going through and getting my. Shh. I know it's me now. Shush your little mouth. You're not getting any pizza. Um, hysterical. Oh, Zoe asked. Um, it did get up to 55 for about an hour. Well, there's always hope, you know. Um, so that's not bad. That's flip flops and tank top weather right there, man. We were listening to a bunch of ska before we started this, and Zoe was like, "If you had to listen to only one ska band for the rest of your life, who would it be?" And I was like, "Oh, that's really hard because the first Specials album's really good, but then it doesn't get as good after that." And like Bad Manners doesn't really have a great album, but they have so many good songs on so many albums. Oh, man. And it was like this, like my brain just started like going, and then you just said Specials, right? Yeah, she did. You just said Specials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Operation Ivy?
See, Operation Ivy I could do, because I've been listening to them since I was like 14. So, but it's just one album. So, I don't know.
I'd have to go British nostalgia.
Yeah. Nostalgic voting.
That's important.
It is. It's super important. What's going on here? Okay. I'm honestly just so relieved that the day's done. And now it's like party time. Party time,
like
writing time.
heaven.
Dude, it's just like I've been looking forward to this all day.
Yeah.
Just like, oh man.
As soon as the sun goes down, you're like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, sun goes down and we turn into lunatics. So, I'm so relieved and so unprepared. Let's see here. Alrighty. Oh, that was the question from the other day. What are your 4 favorite albums that don't have a song that you skip? Like every song on the album you can listen to and that you love, kind of thing. So what are your 4 albums? So you could leave that in the comments because that would be good to see. I get all the best work done after sundown. It's the best time. The world's asleep. Yeah. Zoe feels the same way.
I'm a night owl.
I can go either late at night or early in the morning because around here, the rest of the world is still asleep until about 11 at least. So, 11 a.m. Nirvana, Nevermind. Okay. Now it's hard because I was thinking like, should these be like my favorite albums ever, or should it be albums that are just so solid that you don't skip a track? And so my favorite of those albums, but then that's almost the same thing. Lit, Trip the Light, fantastic. You want to hear a story about Lit? They went to my high school, and my sister, they graduated in the same class as my sister, I think, or maybe the year before. And before they were Lit, I think they were called something else like Stain or something like that. But they were originally called Razzle, and they were like a glam metal band, like long hair and makeup and hairspray and the whole thing. And they used to do photo shoots in the lockers at our high school and have like their flyers up all over the place, and it was hysterical. So that's funny. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. I don't know if I've ever listened to that whole album. Oh, I got some odd ones on mine for sure. I think I put Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, the first Specials album. I remember I came up with 20, and I went overboard. So there's those. The Lit Story's a trip. Yeah, dude, Razzle. And I used to have this, like, flyer for one of their shows that was like the lead singer with like his long hair and everything, and he completely looked like a girl, but he had no shirt on and he was just wearing suspenders um, onto these like jams, like long shorts, um, and it was just like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. What? Oh, um, Ramstein. Oh, I gave you a lot. Oh, okay. Um, is that the one with my old bandmates and me all used to listen to was lit? Oh, that's so funny. Um, is that Ramstein album the one with Du Haas on it? Because that's like, whenever I think of them, that's like the first thing that comes to my head. Oh, I also said any of the first four Ramones albums you could throw in there if you wanted to. Nevermind is one that is really tricky because that is definitely an album that's like that. But I always liked Bleach more than Nevermind. But Nevermind is like kind of timeless. So I don't know. That's a toss up for me. I think I also said Lord Pure Heroin and Lady Gaga The Fame. Boom. Those were my odd picks. Um, those are a hit. Oh, you know what? This is a really odd. Shania Twain, Come On Over. Every song on that's good. It could be a single. Every song on that album. Just saying. Um, I could say it all I like. It ain't true though. But yeah. Good stuff. That's awkward. I can't end stuff on Lady Gaga. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, I can't remember what else I said. I wrote out a list. Now I'll have to listen to Shania Twain. You really don't. You really don't have to listen to Shania Twain. But I can sing along to every song on that album. I know every word to every song on that Shania Twain album. Honey, I'm home and I had a hard day. Pour me a cold one, oh, by the way. You know that one? Alright. I got burned out when I remember myself a long time ago. Every single listen to it with a different mindset. I have such a wide music taste, I just can't pick one album. Yeah, it's really hard to do that for sure. Because I'm like, oh yeah, Dark Throne, Transylvanian Hunger. Boom. That's a great one. I can do that. But then I'm like, would I listen to that all the time? And I think you have to be in a mindset to listen to black metal. Like, it's not just something you can put on while you're relaxing. So yeah, the first two George Thorogood and Destroyer albums are very solid as well. The first Christian Death album. Oh wait, no, because there's that track of Screaming. We already talked about that. So yeah, that was like a whole day event trying to figure out. Well, I lied. My number one should have been Guided by Voices. Oh, that's funny. Funny thing about Guided by Voices, the first Guided by Voices song I ever heard was actually a cover of them by the Breeders. It was no, I don't think the Breeders have like a solid album. They have a lot of great songs. I don't think the Pixies have a great album. Oh, what's that song called? Something in Gloomtown or something like that. Shocker in Gloomtown. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But yeah, that was the first I ever heard of them. So I don't know if we could get to 900 tonight. But if we can, that would be sweet. God, 2 days left. This feels like it's been going on forever. It's been going on as long as coronavirus has been going on. So hopefully, when this ends in 2 days, there'll be vaccines ready. Because that should be exactly how it goes. Yeah. Well, got any stories planned after the whole... Oh, dude, you have no idea. All I've been doing is like kind of putting stuff together. There are a couple different like short story collections that I've been wanting to put out. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. And also, we have to see. No shit, dude. Like, yeah, like as soon as, because I think when this launched, we all had heard about it, but it wasn't like there was no lockdown, there was no isolation. Like, we launched it a week before my birthday. The campaign. And I remember Friday, we went to that restaurant, all of us, and my family and everything, and there were tons of people there. We were all just eating and breathing and cracking coronavirus jokes all day.
Yeah, but we were sanitizing a lot because we were starting to worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't any crackdown.
Yeah, there wasn't like anything crazy about it. And then I think it was Sunday, the following, and that was Friday, and then the following Sunday is when they said they were going to close everything.
20th, I think.
Was it?
It was the 20th, I think here, that they shut everything lockdown, so it's like a week later.
Well, my mom said that that was the last day she went out and did anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My mom's always doing something, isn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, it had just started, and then that happened, and it was like, ugh, it's just crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I want to do, and I kind of, depending on if we can get our printer fixed, and if I can find good places to go through for certain printing needs, I guess is the best way to put that. I'm kind of... I'm not hesitant about Amazon, but I know the stuff I do doesn't work with Amazon algorithms. So unless I completely lie and say that this book is exactly this and it's exactly like these other books, which it won't be, but that's the only way the bots push it. And then once you start getting bad reviews, like this isn't anything like this, um, then that whole plan didn't work anyway. And I'm not willing to bend over to write the kind of stuff that Amazon wants me to write in order for me to be a marketable writer for Amazon, if that makes any sense. So there's a couple different avenues I want to try, but I didn't want to get into all of that until this was over. So um, once we finish all of the layouts and everything and send that off, it'll be a little bit before I get anything back. So during that time is probably when all of the research takes place, and we kind of see what we can do. So I don't know. I'm wanting to kind of stay away from novels for a little bit, um, just to stay away from them and go back to them when I feel very fresh for that. But yeah, the poetry and short story stuff is kind of what I'm kind of focusing on at the minute. So we'll see. Oh, all right. Oh, I don't even know like what I'm doing. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do another email blast to the mailing list that it's like your last chance if you're gonna do it. Um, Probably won't do a morning stream, um, but I'll probably do another stream like this, and then I think that's it. Because I think it ends at like noon. Um, Man, these algorithms kind of screw people over. I can't find anything other than lit RPG and just drab stuff. Not that I'm knocking lit RPG. It's just not what I'm looking for. It's weird because there was like a big. I'm trying to remember when it was. Like there was like a boom of that, um, and I didn't know that was still as popular. But I remember some writer buddies of mine like hitting me up, like, "Oh, dude, we got to do a lit RPG thing because like that's really hip right now. It's really hot. We got to do it." And I'm like, "Oh, so it's just like fantasy, right?" And you're like, "No, man, you have to have hit points, and like it's just like everything in the book has to be like it was in an RPG and all this other stuff." I'm like, "That's too fucking complicated." I'm like, "You guys go have fun with that. I'm not gonna do that." I was just completely confused as to what it was. I feel like if I was going to go that route, I would just rather make like an RPG game. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Trying to think what it was. I don't know. Like we were actually playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons at the time. when all that was happening, and I was just like, let's just make a game if we're gonna do all that, and that wasn't in the cards. So, have you read much lit RPG? Exactly, just full out, just be a dungeon master. Yeah, totally. Um, yeah, because from what I heard, a lot of the stuff is very D&D inspired anyway. Um, and when I was talking to my buddies about it, they were saying like people like expect you to like kind of expand past that, but if you expand past it too much to where it's not as believable, like they're not gonna like it. So just like with every other like niche genre, like it has to be cookie cutter, or else people don't like it. I did one and I put it down about halfway through. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know if that's something to do. I was just honestly, as far as like stories and stuff go, I was just going back and forth over and over reading um, Robert E. Howard and Lovecraft for a really long time, and just any like pulp writer from that period, Edgar Rice Burroughs and Clark Ashton Smith, all that stuff, and it was just like it's paced so perfectly that like it makes you want to turn the page. You don't think of other stuff that you need to do or that you should do. It's not a chore reading it. It gets to the point. And the hard time I have now reading newer authors is that I feel like getting to the point to turn the page isn't the main objective. And it's just really hard for me to put myself through a bad book or a book that I don't like just because, you know. And I was on a live stream on Pints and Paperbacks for the Marsathon, and we were going over Gods of Mars by Edgar Rice Burroughs, and we were talking about this, about how like the pulp writing style is so like would do so well in today because of everyone's like ADD and just Twitter, like I have to write something in 180 characters and that's it. um, it would just work so well, and for some reason it hasn't connected with this generation, and just how weird it is. And that's why poetry for me right now is so good, because I'm just trying to say as much as possible in the least amount of words. And I don't know if it is because of my attention span, but it's very therapeutic, I guess, in writing. So, I'm off my soapbox now. Oh man. Let's see here. Newer authors seem to be trying too hard to write to market, and it just loses its aesthetic. That's why I like your stuff. Oh, wow, thanks, man. I'm really shit at taking any kind of compliment, too. Short is cool, it's just no up behind it. Behind authors trying to be short. Yours has a lot of up. Okay, I'm gonna put that on the next book on the cover. Um, Josh says my shit's got umph. So that's a good quote. I like that quote. That's a good one. Who are you barking at? Whew. Just leave it, babe. It's so funny. Do you want me to leave it here? Yeah, just leave it there. No, put it in. It's okay. Well, I'm doing this backwards. I don't even know if I can do it. Ow! I lost the fridge. Okay. I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute so my wife can walk around. Camera's off. Oh, you dropped all your stuff. You lost your needle. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Babe. That is humiliating. For everyone here, babe. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay, I'm the same way when someone compliments me. I have no idea how to take it. Super awkward. Like, everyone should just go, that's very adequate. Did Fred just fall off the bed?
Fred fell off.
These dogs are like dumber than anything.
He walked over my computer, paused the video, muted it, skipped ahead, and fell.
Mina just fell off the couch like 10 minutes ago?
Is that what you're talking about? Where she just stays?
Yeah. Yeah, you look silly now. Unbelievable. Everything is very adequate. That is how everyone will talk. Just bow and move on. Just like, that's how it is, man. I honestly have never known so many dogs that just like get fucked by gravity, like on a normal basis. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Fallen dogs. So is anybody drinking more because of lockdown?
We are.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. It just gets you
Feeling
through it.
less guilty about it.
Yeah, feeling less guilty.
Same amount of alcohol, just less guilty.
How many dogs you have? I pulled my wine bottle up out of the corner today. It was a new bottle, and I pulled it up, and there were just moths all over the back of it. It was like, yeah, we have like moths are everywhere right now. It's actually okay right now. It's not bad.
No.
Yeah, Josh is drinking a lot more. We're all, but we don't feel guilty about it for some reason. I actually went into a place today. I have 3. My sister next door has 5 chihuahuas. Wow. That is like almost 5 more than you should ever have. We have a Chihuahua and a Jack Russell mix of some kind. Better moss than wasps. Yeah, no wasps, please. I just heard about what is it, the murder wasps?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is funny because I've kept seeing people say stuff about it, but I didn't realize that it was a thing. Did you fuck up? What'd you do?
Oh no.
What? Can't help you.
Nothing.
Okay. Um, Pendra! Hello! Pendra!
Hey, Kendra.
I think Zoe might have hurt her crochet thing.
Look.
What is it, a hole?
Yeah. It's just unraveling.
Well, fix it. Fix it. Um, Wasps have taken over my property. That's not good. Are they the murder wasps? Murder hornets? Oh, they're murder hornets. That's why I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh. Hey, girl!
Hey, girl.
Pedro, I hope that sounds like you and that wasn't insulting.
I'm freaking out because my.
She just is unraveling her crochet in the middle of it.
There's a hole.
There's a hole.
That I don't know where it's come from.
That looks like a dog claw. It's bad. They hurt like hell. Oh, that's not good. Are you getting rid of them, or are you just kind of hoping they go away soon? It's madness here right now. Things are getting out of control. Oh no. Is that oh no about my impression of you? Or is the oh no about the wasps? Or the hole in Zoe's thing?
It probably is.
What does that mean?
You should be worried about my crochet.
Yeah. She's probably worried about your crochet. Let's just say they don't make wasp spray like they used to. That's not good. Let's see here. Whew. Alright, so we're going to start winding everything down now. There's madness all around about the hole in Zoe's crocheting project. I know. So I will also take that as a spot-on impersonation of Hendra. Hey, girl! Just like you. Like you're in the room. Why is my computer not helping me? Okay, so 2 days left. And then we're going to have just like a big party that we were able to do as good as we have done. So, that is how that's going to go. So thanks everyone for hanging out. The link's down below if you want to go check out the Indiegogo campaign. And I'm probably not going to do tomorrow morning, but I'll do tomorrow night. So, and then it's done. So I hope everyone is doing well, everyone's healthy, and just have a good time while we have this time to have a good time. Yeah? Alrighty. So until tomorrow, guys, you guys all take care. Have a good night's sleep. Pendra, you just woke up, so don't go back to sleep yet. You still have a full day ahead of you. So take care of that. So I will see you guys later, and goodbye.